Hey guys, welcome back to Coolscape. Today we have another fun episode. We are doing another bracket. It is Dreamworks versus Pixar. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe already. We would love your support. Also, please check out our Facebook page. Now, let's begin the movie war. We have 16 movies for Pixar and 16 for Dreamworks. Who will win? Incredibles 2 Monsters University. This is hard. They have great characters and great funny moments, but I like Incredibles 2 a bit more. For Jack, Violet, and Dash. Next up, round 16 of Pixar, we have Monsters Inc. versus Finding Dory. This is easy. Finding Dory never really hit me as much as Finding Nemo, and I love Monsters Inc., so it wins. Toy Story 4 is a really good movie. I love the introduction of Juke and Boo, and I love how they bring back Bo Peep. But it's not as good as the first three, and Cars 3 is easily my favorite in the Cars franchise, so it wins. Next will be Partial. I haven't actually seen the movie Onward, but I've seen lots of clips of it. But Inside Out is a wonderful film. It's great for parents to watch. Parents and kids can bond over watching the movie. We've been doing Pixar, but that's not fair to Dreamworks, so let's do some Dreamworks. Next, we have Kung Fu Panda versus Megamind. Megamind was way better than I thought it would be, but it's not as good as Kung Fu Panda. Next, we have Madagascar versus How to Train Your Dragon, both beloved franchises from Dreamworks. Both were really good, but you can't deny Madagascar's talent, so it wins. Prince of Egypt versus Chicken Run. This wasn't really much of a challenge. When I was younger, I was obsessed with Prince of Egypt, and I still am. I kept rewatching it on Netflix. This is another bad matchup. I shouldn't have incorporated Turbo. I probably should have put in something like Over the Hedge or Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Anyways, Shrek destroys Turbo. So back to Pixar, we have Ratatouille versus Wall-E. Ratatouille easily wins. I love the plot, villain, and protagonist, and a great message. Next, we have Toy Story 2 versus A Bug's Life. I never really connected with Bug's Life, and I love Toy Story 2 because it introduced us to Jessie and Bullseye, which I both love as characters. Also, the villain is Stinky Pete is great. Next, we have Toy Story 3D versus The Good Dinosaur. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm going to pick at this point. Next, we have Up versus Brave. Up is super emotional. It has a great opening scene. Brave has an excellent villain and an honorable protagonist, but it's hard to beat the emotional impact Up has. Back on Dreamworks, Rise of the Guardians was a massive failure, and I love Monsters vs. Aliens. I love the missing link and the comedic relief of Bob's. Madagascar 3 and Flush It Away. Madagascar 3. El Dorado versus The Croods. The Croods is an okay movie, but I love El Dorado. I watched it a few weeks ago, and El Dorado just blew me away. The plot's great, the characters great, and the villains are great. In the final round for 16 of Dreamworks, we have Captain Underpants versus Puss in Boots. I loved reading Captain Underpants books, and I still do with the movies. And the Puss in Boots are okay. Now we have our round 8 contestants for Pixar and Dreamworks. Incredibles 2 versus Monsters Inc. This is a toughie. I love both movies, but Incredibles 2 disappointed me because it wasn't as good as the original, and Monsters Inc. is tough to beat. It's villain Randall, it's protagonist Sully, so it wins. Versus Inside Out. Inside Out is good, but to get into the quarterfinals, I like Cars 3 a bit more because I love the introduction of Cruise. Ratatouille versus Toy Story 2. I love Toy Story 2 because Woody's way nicer than he was in the original. But I like Ratatouille a bit more because the villain is great and the plot is excellent. Okay. Up is a wonderful film. The animation is great, the villain is great, and the protagonist is great. Story 3 is well made, well loved. It has funny moments, darker moments. It's for all ages. Madagascar versus Kung Fu Panda. I love Madagascar because the voice cast is great. I love the comedic moments. I love when Alex is separated from them. I also love Kung Fu Panda for its great animation, the great songs. But I like Kung Fu Panda because it has a villain. Madagascar doesn't, so I choose Kung Fu Panda. Shrek versus Prince of Egypt. I love Shrek because the songs are great, the protagonist is great, and the villain is super hilarious. But I love Prince of Egypt because I was obsessed with it, and the songs are also very good. The villain is also super good. Shrek made more money, but I love Prince of Egypt a bit more. Monsters vs. Aliens versus Madagascar 3, no-brainer. I love Madagascar 3. I love to have the travel all around Europe in the circus. I love the chase scene with the crazy lady, and she chases them all around Europe. Last to snag in the quarterfinal for Dreamworks is El Dorado for all of its amazing funny moments and its wonderful animation style. Final 4 selection! Cars 3, Final Race, how McQueen acts as a trainer to Cruise. Monsters Inc., comic timing of light, the innocence of Boo, and only one can move forward, and it is Monsters Inc. Kung Fu Panda, wonderful film to watch. Poe is sincere, innocent, and fun to watch. His journey from a lazy guy to a warrior is amazing. Prince of Egypt, wonderful animation, great songs. I love the 10 plays and when Moses splits the sea. But our favorite panda and his team takes the cup and are in the semifinals. This is Toy Story, another tough cookie. The legendary opening sequence in Up is just amazing. Many emotional scenes in the movie makes you think and just sit and enjoy. Toy Story 2 is a fun movie. Toys rescuing toys and makes you want to watch more. But Up is dear to my heart and moves forward. El Dorado, the con artist following a treasure map to the City of Gold. There is amazing animation and great songs, almost like Disney. Madagascar 3, the monkey-powered plane escape rescue mission is hilarious. They travel all around Europe with no clue where they're going, and the crazy cop lady ends up shipping to Madagascar. Very tough, but Madagascar 3. Have our final 4, Monsters Inc. and Up for Pixar, and Kung Fu Panda and Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted for Dreamworks. Monsters Inc. versus Up. Only one can go to the next round. I love Monsters Inc. because I was always scared of the monster in my closet, and then I'm like, oh, they have a reason to scare you in your closet. Kung Fu Panda versus Madagascar 3. I like Madagascar 3 a bit more because in my opinion, it's a bit more funny. Finals. Who's gonna win? DreamWorks or Pixar? Okay, here we are at the finals. Who do you think is gonna win? You can tell your winner in the comments box. We've got 2 franchises competing for the trophy. Monsters Inc. versus Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Monsters Inc. It's a cute, friendly monsters. Mike and Sully are a great duo. It's a fun animated movie to watch. Madagascar 3, there's hilarious moments, friendship and goals, a train full of circus animals taking control of themselves. So many fun moments, you can watch this movie over and over. And it is